Hi everybody and welcome to day 3 of our Christmas preparations. Now you'll notice Caleb is not around this evening. He came home from school today and he really didn't feel good. He was quite upset. He said he had a bit of a headache, his tummy was hurting a bit, so he went to lay down and he fell asleep. So I will have to wake him up soon because otherwise he won't sleep all night, or maybe he will. But yeah, I'm not quite sure. It's really unusual for him. He is rarely under the weather, rarely gets poorly. We've been very, very, very lucky. So quite unusual for him, but it could just be he's getting tired. The excitement of Christmas coming, all the build up with stuff going on for the end of the school year, could have something to do with that. But as you saw on the little picture at the front of this video, Alfie was in Caleb's bookshelf this morning. He left him a little note saying, "Good morning, Caleb. Letter's been delivered to Santa. You need to try reading more, so that's your next challenge. Start with this. It might answer some of the questions you were asking Helen." Now, Helen is Caleb's childminder, and he started to ask her some questions about Santa and the sorts of questions that children ask as they get a little bit older. So Alfie has bought him this book to read, How Santa Really Works. And if you've got a child that has reached that age where some things just don't make sense, this is a great little book. What happens if you wake up? What time does Santa come? Surely Santa can't get all the presents on his sleigh at once. Where do all the toys come from? Where does Santa live? And it gives sort of logical explanations that make some sense to children. So have you ever wondered, where does he live? How does he know what you want? How does he know if you've been good? How does he get all the presents made and delivered? There are 1,000 questions you could ask about Santa. This book is here to explain all there is to know about Santa and his international operations. So, highly recommend this little book, How Santa Really Works, and it's by Alan Snow, which is a great name for somebody writing a book about Santa. So yeah, really recommend that. And then in his so he hasn't opened his chocolate advent calendars. That's how poorly he was feeling. So he'll get a double dose of that tomorrow, assuming he's feeling better. But in his little gift one that Alfie bought him, he got this, which is quite cool. So at the top there's a little star motive. And again, this is the Tink Gifts and Toys advent calendar. So you can see there's an orange crayon at the top, but the crayon has various colours. So orange, yellow, green, black, a couple of blues. I think that's a purple, a red, an orange, a pink. And essentially they can take off the one. Let me see if I can do this single-handedly. You can take off the colour at the top, and then you push it back in at the bottom, which will be the bit that's hard to do with one hand, but you push it back in at the bottom and it pushes the next colour up essentially. So you can change the colour of the crayon, and it's got the little star motive on the top, which I thought was really cute, and so did Caleb. So that was a great little gift out of that advent calendar today. And then looking at our decorations, I am going to pick on this one today. So this is it's 3 little hearts that say faith, hope and love on a little pink ribbon. Now, a few years ago, before I had Caleb, I really had a tough time one Christmas. I'd not been well. I was not feeling great. My family were all here in England. I'd had a few medical issues and concerns and things like that. And really missing home. I hadn't met Tony yet, so I was by myself at Christmas and feeling quite sorry for myself. And one of my neighbours, an older lady, she came around with a Christmas card, and I think she'd bought me like some chocolates or something like that. And she gave me this little ornament. And she said, "I can't really give you what you need this Christmas," she said, "but what I can give you is the promise that faith, hope and love will make everything better." So it was just a really lovely sentiment. I really, really was touched by it, and I've had that ornament on my tree every single year since. The lady unfortunately passed away before I left the States. She was quite elderly. She was a lovely lady, and that ornament in particular means an awful lot to me. because just that focus really got me through that Christmas, really. So yeah, that's my ornament of the day. So we will see you back here tomorrow.